for being loyal to his king. You excuse.
Okay. Gonna go live, going live in the YouTube and going live on the TikTok. And I have all of this stuff sitting here, and I just decided I'm not gonna let the day end without me going live, pulling some cards for you all. I have so much stuff over here, pardon me. Going to have our oracle reading. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone. Happy birthday to the Virgos. Virgo rising, okay? Virgo moon, Virgo Venus. With Virgo placement for you. Is your Virgo completely empty? Are you fully evolved? Are you the most organized, most together person? Or is this where you have your greatest challenges? Or has life been set up for you in such a way that you must be organized or you would not be able to do anything else? Okay, they're notifying viewers over there. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. You are already here. I love you. I love you. I love you. Good for you that you are here. I would go live in our group, but you know, sometimes the people come, sometimes they don't. And I am going to sound the bowl because you are already here. You, my love, you give me life, you give me energy, and I feel driven. And hope that this reading this evening is going to be something special and powerful, specifically for you, as well as the others that may come and join us. And for those of you who don't know, because now I have the people here in TikTok, I am Vanessa the Phoenix Rising. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to do the sound bowl. It's a little mini sound bowl. It's absolutely adorable. It has the root chakra in there. This is the root chakra. And it is pronounced chakra, not chakra. The people pronounce stuff chakra. The muladhara. Muladhara. Hopefully I am saying that correct. I was double checking. See the symbol there? Do you see the symbol there? Okay. Tonight we're going to get our read on. We're going to clear the energy. We're going to thank the divine, all the angels, all our spirit guides and our ancestors, whomever and whatever is out there giving us everything that we need this day. And we are going to 3. Clear the energy. We inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. I am so thankful for this opportunity to be here. I'm thankful for having another day of life. I'm thankful for everything that has been given to me. I'm thankful for all the sacrifices that have been for me. And I do not take any of it lightly. I'm thankful for your presence and the opportunity to even be here together and to share here on the YouTube and also in TikTok. And our card right now is the choice, okay? Choice is the most powerful you have. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several doors, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. And that, you know what this tells us? The power is ultimately in our hands. We have that power. It is in our hands to do what it is that we feel most important for us. We can always change our life. We can upgrade our life. We can increase the value of our life. Even if you feel like, oh, my health, drink more water, fast, walk in place. You have difficulty because you're alone. Do things, put yourself out there around other people, or take up a hobby that other people have. Find something of interest. If you are bored, ask yourself, am I boring? And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm being not funny, and maybe a little bit sardonic, not sarcastic at all, because I'm very real. My mother taught me this as a very young girl. She said, I think I told one time I was bored. Only boring people get bored. Learn to entertain yourself. If you read books, you'll have conversations about the books that you read. And if you watch movies, if you play video games, etc., whatever it is. I happen to crochet, I knit, I read books. I grew up writing stories. I used to design dolls, design clothing for my dolls. I did all of that because we were taught to be more creative. A little bit older than some, but not a lot older than most of you, honestly. So growing up without having a whole lot of financial disposable income, I should say, allowed for me to develop other character. And lost interest. I'm in a Catch 22. I think I'm just exhausted. You know what? You might just be, darling. And that happens to a lot of us. And right now we are in Virgo season. Do you see this? The first card that turns over, we have the Nine of Swords. This may be a lot of sleepless nights. This has been something else also weighing on me, honestly. Have you had a lot of things on your mind? Do you feel like you really want to be prepared for what's coming? Even with all of your preparation, everything in the world seems so uncertain. And in some ways, this may be why some of us feel this choice isolation or separation from others. Let me pull some more cards. And a lot of, yeah, they're the challenges. There you are with the Five of Wands. This is the challenge. It's the inner growth. Also, constantly being in competition with the whole world for everything becomes a bit too much. And the reality is, this is not what we're here for. We're not here to be in competition with the world, but we're here to enjoy and to service one another. Right? We're here to actually develop something more meaningful. And the world has become so shallow. It's about who's got the prettiest clothing, the best hair pieces, the best house, the biggest BBL. It's become really ridiculous. And if you live in a society like that, it can be overwhelming, and especially if you don't feel secure within yourself. And so what you have to do, and when I say you, that's me too, what we have to do is spend that time developing our truest character and sharing that with everyone. What are the things that you love? What makes you special? What brings a smile to your face? And share that with someone else, because the reality is that most people, for all of the efforts that they're putting out there, everybody has at their base a desire to be accepted and to be appreciated and to be acknowledged. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi. Is it Cha Cha or Chi Chi? I love it either way. Oh, so this is very important. I'm so glad that I started to do the lives here. I'm so glad that the TikTok allowed me to do it. This they had these restrictions and stuff before. Page of Cups, I absolutely love this. Page of Cups shows up and it says that we are going to have an opportunity that's going to be to us. We're going to get excited about life. And I don't believe in circumstances, coincidence. There are circumstances that are beyond our control, but they happen for a reason. Even if you are, and this is a very privileged point of view to say that things happen for a reason, because if you're sitting somewhere starving, if you're missing several meals, if everything in your life is crap, it's still happening for a reason, because there's something, your story, uniquely you, the energy you brought into this life, uniquely yours, is needed. Even if your life, and this is the crap part of it, and I'm going to be 100%, if your life is an example for someone else's life. Maybe you'll make poor choices, but you get to make different choices today. Maybe you made all the right choices, or you think you did, but you have to now reevaluate or reassess your order of thinking. If you guys have better words, feel free to put them in there. Your way of thinking, because the world has changed. Even since I was a little girl, it used to be everybody who went to college, you made good money. When my mom was young, right? My mom decided to go to school. And I was the oldest one. I was 10 years old, and we were called latchkey kids in the United States. And I'm in New York City, for those of you who don't know. I absolutely love this. I want you to know, for all of what you're going through, and the thing that's going to bring you joy is going to lead you to here. It's going to lead you to opportunity to create great success, stability, possibly generational wealth, a legacy. This is also an opportunity to turn your health around. And there's nothing more important than your health, because you can have all the money in the world and die from some disease caused by a poor diet, or because of, say, poor habits. So anything that's affecting you and that's keeping you out of your peace, you need to get rid of it in order to accomplish what you really need to change what's happening in your life. You understand? So, oh goodness. Somebody's trying to call me while I'm in my life. It's like I'm here all day, and I didn't even get to do my live all day. I cooked today also. Did you guys today? Look at this. So overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. I want you to know that you have a whole wealth of experiences. There's somebody here who's young, but you've been through a lot, and other people don't really see. And I see that. I see like you're holding on to it, and you feel like you have a lot of weight on you. But I want you to understand this: if you don't communicate it, people can't understand. definitely overwhelmed. I see it. I see it. And understand this. You don't have to be, when I say young, you could be anywhere between, say, 18 and 37. Anybody older than that, yeah, you definitely feeling the pressure. But I'm just saying, like, this is like a pressure that you would not have expected. And the reason I say that, because between 18 and 37 is usually, I would say, the best years, the best growth years recently in the recent past, in especially in the United States of America, between the age of 18 and 30 something. People would make a lot of mistakes and stuff, but it was a time of exploration, growth, learning, getting your own power. You might get your first jobs that really paying you decent money. But now entering adulthood just sucks, and I know it, especially for young people today. I mean, years ago, and I'm not that old. I'm going to date myself a little bit, but I'm guarantee you I'm not that old. You used to get a job, pay you $10 an hour, and everybody be like, "Oh my gosh, you making good money." Like, you can't even you and understand this, that the federal minimum wage in the United States of America right now, I think, is $7.25, which is a joke. Nobody can live off of it. So it is particularly a difficult time for young people, 18 to 37, where you would think that you're building your life and things was going to go great, to have all of this necessary financial pressure, and that thing called the American dream is completely elusive. It's not even a matter of making a joke about it. As George Carlin said, they call it the American dream because you would have to be asleep to believe it. Of us, you had something to chase, and you knew that you could eventually get it. Now it seems like it just, the opportunities is so disturbing. You need three adults to pay for a two-bedroom apartment. You really need three adults working full time to live in a two-bedroom decent apartment where you can eat also. I mean, if you want to eat. Now, if you don't need to eat, people working full time and a couple of overtime nights, and you could still both live there really well, and you could, if one of you have one of those part-time jobs at a McDonald's or Wendy's, then you could eat there. You get a little discount. But groceries are so crazy, right? What you said on my best friend, cheating on my best friend, is 1188. Okay. We shall cheer. If your gut says yes, I'm gonna tell you something. Whew. Give me a second to get to the questions, okay? Because I already pre-shuffled this deck, and there are some messages that are already here to hear, and I don't want to answer you from a deck that's already pre-shuffled. Your answer may be, and again, maybe not. So let me not misguide you in any way, especially putting it on the cards. When it comes to your gut, has your gut failed you before? Is it something coming from a personal space? Right now, during Mercury retrograde, I'm going to be 100% honest and have to tell people this 100% of the time. During Mercury retrogrades, things and situations repeat themselves, need to be readdressed, and a lot of miscommunication and misunderstandings take place. So, happening right now, you must watch it closely to see how it manifests itself by the end of retrograde September 9th to a couple of days afterwards, that post shadow September 11th. By September 12th, things should be really clear to you and really clear to that person. I would recommend, if I were you and I felt that way, just tell your friend or whomever, just make sure they're protecting themselves physically, protecting their hearts, and paying attention. Put anything out there, because you may misread something and end up in a crappy situation, and that's the astrological part that goes with this. And so, you guys, and especially in YouTube, I put it in there. You know, I talk about astrology, not tarot, use the oracles. We talk about everything here. We talk about religion. We talk about politics. We talk about feelings. We talk about social norms. We talk about growth. We talk about all the difficult things here with a lot of respect and love. You know, and because that's what it's about. I want you to know, wow, let me tell you something. Unfortunately, this has come out. You have to be very careful, especially if you are trying to create some stability and security. There may be somebody around you who's very cunning, somebody who's deceptive, somebody who's trying to undercut you, somebody who may be communicating falsely with you, to you, or about you. Okay? And this right here is the card of Aquarius. And an Aquarius in the negative could be very, very problematic. However, this may be a good thing, because somebody is going to be revealed. Because the thing about Aquarian energy, similar to Gemini energy, is that it's never going to stay hidden. The communication, the thing that you need to know, going to know. Even if an Aquarius completely ghosts you, you're like, oh, I didn't know if they liked me, and then all of a sudden you hear from them anymore. It's obvious they didn't like you. You understand? Same thing here, but here in particular, this is like something that you're not being clear with you, and this is the card of betrayal. Okay? This Seven of Swords is a card of betrayal. It's a card of theft. It's a card of undercutting. It is also a card of mastery. So if I was reading this about you specifically, whoever you are, and it was specifically about you, I would say, well, you may be practicing some form of deception. Maybe you are often you're telling people or letting people know. Maybe you're worried about being found out about how you got your riches or gained your money because you have been deceptive. Maybe you lied, maybe you stole money and the pressure is weighing on you. But I'm not reading for a specific person. If I was, I could tell them that. I mean, this is maybe what's keeping you up at night, all this pressure, and you may have gained this wealth, but now you don't know who you can trust. So it's an ongoing inner battle and really troubling, especially when you look at new relationships and new people in your life that you care about. And so now it's having you wake up to a whole new situation. It's a reawakening. It's like, oh, you can't afford to sleep on these people because these are all new people in your life and new situations. And so now you are starting to see things more clearly and it's setting you on a different path. And this is the card of the reawakening. The card in the symbology is a resurrection, right? This is this resurrection view. It's like you were dead. A part of you is dead, or spiritually you were dead, but now you're being up again. Now it's time for you to come to the forefront, pardon me. So a lot of things that were hidden from you are now going to be revealed, or certain parts of you are going to open up. But be mindful, be careful. Wow, card of Aries. This is big time authority figure. This also may have something to do with a father figure. This or a strong authority. It could be a boss, somebody who's in charge. There could be somebody who's lying that is in charge, but we do know this also. There could be a secret around somebody's birth father. Maybe the father wasn't the father or wasn't the biological father, because this is weighing on somebody. There was a truth or something that came out recently. Now, whoever this is, understand that I'm reading for a whole lot of people at one time, but now it's out. So maybe dad even had some secrets, or, if you're in a power struggle at the job, there may be somebody who's been working against you. This may be affecting your money. Maybe you're concerned about an inheritance or a raise that you thought that you would have been entitled to. Somebody undercut you, all right? There's something going on. There's a power struggle. But I want you to know, when I see this and I see over here, I want you to know that this information, the power that was available to you, will be available to you again, okay? Hi. Okay. Here we have Two of Cups. Absolutely love it. So there you go. I said it would be available to you again. Two of Cups shows up right here afterwards. This is somebody who's going to meet you where you need for them in order for you to gain the support, the emotional support, the spiritual support, the understanding. This is somebody who understands you, somebody going to make you feel more assured and reassure you where you need to be. Or if you're looking for a relationship, the answer is yes. If you're looking for a reconciliation, the answer is yes, but be careful because it's all about you. During Mercury retrogrades, a lot of things from the past. Do you see this? Do you see this? We have a resurrection, and then we have the relationship. This might have been somebody from the past that you thought was your soulmate. They may be, but it could just be a facade. So be very careful, especially when you see that somebody is here playing mind games and looking to create maybe even some discord. That being said, there may be things coming back, and maybe they're going to realize or admit to the fact that in the past they were deceptive, and they're going to take from that old facade. They're going to get rid of that old mask and reveal to you that they truly do care about you. They truly do love you. Understand that most of the time we look at this as romantic, but it doesn't have to be. This could be a coming back together, a reconciliation within any serious or important relationship that you have had, okay? Now, in the past, oh my goodness, coming up, there is going to be a revelation. So yeah, if you think something is going horribly awry, it most likely will be. Even Tower, see, the Tower is supposed to be a surprise. So surprise, I don't think it is. I think that there's going to be you trying to create some harmony, some discipline in the situation. With this Pluto energy, which is very destructive, it's disturbing. It's like you might think that somebody is actively working with you in order to create some harmony, and you're going to find out that this person or this situation or that you trusted in is not what it seems. And this is going to create a great disappointment. However, this disappointment, when I see the tower, they don't happen to you, they happen for you. If the disappointment happens in a timely manner before you spend too much money, before you waste too much time, perfect. Hurt a little bit, but you get to walk away with your dignity, with your pride, with your money, with your, you understand? So this is why it's so very important right now for everyone to just step back a little bit, hold on, take a deep breath, and see what's happening around them. I want you to know that fortune will favor you. Somebody's going to attach themselves to you because they see where the growth is happening. You sacrifice so much. Oh my goodness, you've leveled up so much. There's room for celebration. Some of you have completed a course. You've had, how do you say? You completed something in life, or you may have left addictions or certain things. You may have decided for yourself you're going to make a real change in your life. So you see improvements in how you're feeling, how you're doing. And this is happening in the future. So if you're not there already, if you feel like you're going through something, because that's the reading right now, everybody is going through something, that in the not so distant future, you will do this. You will level up. You will prepare yourself, and then you will be celebrated. In that celebration, because you have done this work, is going to lead to great fortunes for you. That being said, this is why somebody's attaching themselves to you. This Knight of Coin means that this is somebody who looks like they're consistent. You're like, oh, I'm so happy I got this friend. Oh, I'm so happy that my family's together, that everybody, we're working on creating harmony and things. Understand this tower moment also can represent something coming out of left field. Family gets together, everything's going great, we're loving one another, then an elderly dies. Somebody becomes incarcerated. You find out the person at the church, or when you were part of an organization, somebody robbed the money. This does not have to be something that actually happens to you, specifically you. This is just a matter of, oh, how I thought it wasn't. Okay? So in all fairness, some of you may be being betrayed by somebody that's very close to you, somebody who's in a position to have power over you. That being said, this is not the time to buy anything new or put yourself in greater debt, because you might be relying on something that this person promised you. You look up and say, you just purchased a new house, you purchased a new car, now you lose your job. Now the money they said that you were going to get, you don't get it. You understand what I'm saying? You do understand what I'm saying. You're all very brilliant people. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. You have to be prepared for that cold night, that dark day. You have to be prepared. In other words, you have to be prepared for where there's not really a lot of opportunity for growth. Have your last hoorah. Put some money on the side. Get on your grind. Spend time with people who know how to eat biscuits and tea. Not even trying to be funny. You know, tea biscuits, $1, $2 a package. Some tea. Open up a board, say, we're going to do a game board, we have a candle, we're going to have fun, we're going to play cards. Start doing traditional things that don't cost you money but bring together. I mean, really. Really, you don't have to impress anybody who loves you. You don't have to impress them. Those days are dead. Look at that. You're moving away from things that no longer serve you. Somebody broke your heart in the past. You've had disappointment in the past. This is you. You are being consistent and driven. You know your power. You know your worth. This is the card of Chariot. This is about, the Chariot is the card. This is about you knowing that you're in the driver's seat and you deciding where you're going to go. In Virgo season, very, very much so important. We have Libra, Cancer, and Scorpio here. These are very much about transition. This is about conflict. This is about disappointment. We've all had them. If you live long enough, you're going to have them. If you don't have them yet, just wait, because this is life. In life, none of us get through it unscathed. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how beautiful you are, how great your family is. Everyone, every single person has to deal with their own demons, okay? We all do. But in this process, you are changing, you are growing. There's parts of you that you're going to allow to die off. That part of you that needs to be needed also, that codependency. I suffered from this for many years. When you do self-analyzation and you're 100% honest with yourself, you will realize a lot of the problems you have in life are not because of other people. It's because of you. I was taken advantage a lot. That's because I was a doormat. It's because I needed for people to be happy. I needed to feel like everybody else around me was doing good. I needed to know that everybody around me was fed, that they were happy, or that they had what they needed. And if I was just a little bit more selfish, I would have created more happiness for myself. That being said, it's not good to be 100% selfish, but it's important that you know to prioritize self-care, especially women parents. And I say it like that not to say there are always situations, I know, where the men are more giving, and that, but the majority of the time that is not the case. Majority of the time, the women from very young, we are taught to serve, we are taught to give, we are taught to do all of that, and then we get the opportunity. Now the other women who came before us fought for the right work and everything else. We get to work. We're still fighting for equal pay on certain things, and we get to be what, heads of households, and still get to be beautiful, still get to feed everybody, and still get to be perfect. It's a crap show. It's not even fair for us, right? But we do what we can. We do what we can, and we have to seek balance in our lives. And it's okay to say I'm tired. And it's okay to say I can't. And I can't doesn't mean that you really can't, because we know that you can. I can't says I can't afford to give this time right now. I can't afford to give you that money. I can't afford to invest that kind of energy because I don't know when I'll get it back. That's what that means, That's what that means. I'm just so thankful to the divine. Look at this. We have the Lover's card and we have the Nine of Pentacles. You see that? The Lover's card is about relationships, relating. It's about relationships within the family. It's about lovers. It's also about your neighborhood. It's about the people in your life that you value, your relationships with siblings. But you know what the Nine of Pentacles is? It's the focus on the self. It's about being financially secure, having your house in order, living your best life. Literally what I was just talking about. This is the card of Gemini, and this is the card of Virgo. Right? And in Virgo season, it is about self-analyzation, realization. It's about getting your life in order. It's about taking stock of oneself. And that's the beauty of Virgo season. I've been telling everyone, because I've been getting these psychic downloads, bring that Leo energy, that raw, into Virgo season. And go for it. Go after it. Go after your best life. Being the best version of you that you can be. And if you need help, because Virgo is also the sign of health, in general, it is important that if you feel lonely, you feel depressed, whatever it is, you get the help that you need. I encourage you to speak to a therapist, psychiatrist. I encourage you to go to the doctor if you have pain. I encourage you to do these things. It's not that it's okay, it's a necessary. So that you can know exactly where you are mentally, physically, emotionally, and get the assistance that you need. You no longer have to live up to some image of being the superhero. It doesn't matter whether you're the man, the woman, you old or young. It's okay to say, I'm feeling like I'm drowning a little bit, and throw out that lifeline. And once you do that, that's your first step into making your life so much better as well. So there may be people around you also, for those of you who are a lot like me, where we're just strong, and we'd rather just cry, but we keep on going. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone built that way. Not everyone gets gets crushed on like hard coal and comes out a diamond. Some just get crushed. So that's one to think about, okay? Please make sure you like and tap the screen. I thank you so much. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else is there other message from my beautiful people? We have specific questions that you know what they are, answers. I put it there like that. The Swords, seeking you shall find. Page of Swords is one that is very wise, intelligent, very curious, and a lot of energy. Very, very much. Page of Swords is also an air sign. This is high intelligence and communication. Be mindful with the communication, because one warning with the Page of Swords, though, is that sometimes we may be quick to say things that we wish we could take back. Page of Swords is for that. Bit of a smarty pants, can be somebody who's really has a quick wit. Somebody who's very sociable, someone's very intelligent. It presents itself a lot like a Gemini, and it may also be a Libra or an Aquarius. Okay, but this can be any youthful, intelligent energy. Okay, Look at this. And here we have is a lot of air. So it's about thinking. It's about searching, soul searching. Before we do anything, we really need to look at ourselves. Don't judge so harshly. Have a little mercy, but communicate clearly. Be mindful. This part right here, this is the unknowns. Search yourself. Really search yourself and communicate clearly what that is. And this is a very difficult time. So before you send out an email, before you send a text, before you open your mouth, don't think once or twice. Think thrice. 3 times. Think it, and think it before you send it or say it. Okay? Nice. I absolutely love this energy. Piscean energy is like bringing in a bit of a warmth. It's like bringing in some love. This may be somebody who is genuine, but you will not know. This may be while we're sitting here in the middle. There may be now you're going out. Maybe you meet somebody. Maybe you're meeting someone online with the air signs, Aquarius, and say electronically, telling me that possibly dating people from online or from a situation that is not 100% known, okay? That Knight of Cups. It's like somebody may seem like something that you wished for. Who would like to come? Let me see. Give me a moment and you can put in another request. You can request to come up again. Okay, if you like. If you have something you would like to offer, share. You have it you would like to give. Just follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Scorpio energy. I love that. Christian B. Okay, let me see what you'll have to offer. Hello, Christian. How are you this evening? How are you? You're good? Very good. What's on your mind, Christian? Well, I can't hear anything from Christian just yet. You guys continue with comments. Please remember to continue to tap the screen. If you want to do like one of those match game things, I'm not interested in doing match game things, okay? So he's having a little issue with his connection. That being said, we're going to keep moving on. We have the King of Swords very much giving me Aquarian energy. You know that Pluto now sitting in Aquarius is going back and forth, and Pluto is in retrograde. It's been in retrograde since about May. Pluto is the symbol of the underworld. It is about digging deep. It is about rehashing. It is about doing all of these different things. I want you to know that with Pluto and Aquarius, this is why we as a collective are feeling more in saying that there are certain things that we want. But Pluto's going to make its way into Capricorn, and this is going to be very difficult transitioning. So as we as a collective, as people living in our power, are pushing against those who are in power, they're going to come back in some ways more brutal. Be prepared for the opposition. Be prepared for the discipline. Prepare yourself for the discomfort, because it's only in the discomfort that you will get gain. Understand when I say this to you, especially people in the United States of America. A lot of us, even in our difficulties, live a more privileged life than some people in other parts of the world. And people in Europe also. A lot of you are living very, even more privileged than people here in the United States of America. People in the USA think we have the best life, but we really don't. But the reality is that there are going to come times where you're going to have to buck the system. You're going to have to fight the system. If you fight the system, what will they do? They will intentionally try to make life harder for you. You have to be prepared to wait them out. He said, oh, you want to treat us like that? We're going to do a strike on Monday. Nobody goes to work. Rich people need you to work. You don't need to work for rich people. They need you to work. And if the collective, that we as people understood our power, we could change the world today. We could change the world yesterday. They use us as pawns. They put pressure. They promise us difficulties. When they promise us good things and the answer, most of the time, what do? They feed us fear and division. So then we have to be in our strength and come together. Okay? Wow. Thank you, Divine One. I am so thankful. Looky here. The Nine of Cups is the card of wishes being fulfilled. Okay, this is the card of Pisces in its most beautiful position is when Jupiter is in Pisces. This is an expansion of everything that you have manifested, the things that you have desired, the things that you may want in life. You understand? And so when you have this, you have Aquarius and then you have Pisces, and it's in order. Understand that the truth is going to be spoken and our desires are going to be fulfilled. What is this coming underneath the night? Yes, I love it. Card of Sagittarius, this is harmony. This is us creating that harmony. This is us coming together, understanding what we bring to the situation. What did you say, Christina? You said, yeah, it's true, and that's been hitting me down. I'm trying to heal and move on. It's hard. Yes, it is hard. And you know what I want you to know, darling, is that in this life, we're going to have a lot of great difficulties, but you're going to get stronger through the situation. Yes, that's what happens. Exactly. So you're getting the information, and more things are going to be revealed to us, and it's absolutely sometimes it's overwhelming, right? Sometimes it's overwhelming, and for those of you who are in tune, and for those of you who pay attention, the growth is going to be there. It's going to be painful at first, but if you know in your mind you pay close attention, you're going to have revelations to the point that you're going to start laughing. It's like going to be like an inside joke because you already know it. You understand? Like you already know it. So it's something that's being revealed, but you are creating this. I love this because your desires and the things that you need, you're going to have fulfilled. You're making new connections. You're making new friends. You're having new love in your life. You're going to see not only people's true intentions, but your intentions towards yourself in life are going to be more authentic. And that's what it is that's most important right now, is that we're not looking only to have relationships, but we want authentic relationships. We want relationships where people love us because. I want people just to love me because I love people that way. Just because you're you, and that's enough. You know, this is what it is. And in that, look at, oh my goodness, underneath that, there are some truths that are going to be spoken that are going to disrupt people's sense of self and well-being. There are truths that are coming out about things that people were not aware of. I love this because let me tell you something about this card right here, Sagittarius. The Sagittarius is a very peculiar and interesting sign. These are capricious people. Bipolarity lives there, just like in Gemini, in Aries. This is a sign that can switch up. But the beauty in the Sagittarius is that the Sagittarius is about learning new things from new people. It's about traveling long distances. It's about learning and being open to understand from someone who's on the other side of a situation. It's about having a philosophical point of view, but being open to grow and expand. And also, Sagittarius is that sign that seeks joy and happiness. It's the one that will always shoot its shot. It will always make its opportunity. It's the symbol of Sagittarian is the centaur. Am I saying it right? You know, the half man, half horse. You know, there's a beauty and a mysticism, and yet there's a way to gallop forward and a way to move, right? The Sagittarian ruling of the hips and thighs, right? This area in there. Libra is the buttock. You get these lines together and you'll get a lot of growth, and you're going to make things happen and move. But I'm going to tell you something. There's some transformation here. Please do not go and have any surgery on your hips and buttocks right now. I see this, and you know what? This is very funny, and it's not funny at all. I'm going to tell you, when I just see these two cards together, it's like a failed BBL. Like somebody went and got an injection in there behind. It was completely a fail, and they're fighting their life with it. Be careful with your health. I don't know. I don't normally that way, but it read that way. Absolutely. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. It all resonated wonderful. I don't think you're getting the BBL part though. This right here just made me like, oh my gosh, you fighting for your life. I'm gonna tell you something. Do some squats. Do some donkey kicks. Do some side lifts. Everybody's body is shaped different, and every body is not supposed to have a big backside. Like every shape is not supposed to have that. You got long torso, skinny legs, and a big butt. That's a fail. It's weird, and it's not natural, and it can cause health problems. And because we're reading like under Virgo, the health situation, I want you to know that somebody's gonna find out something that's gonna rock their world. Understand that usually when you see this, it means that one has had a poor foundation or a poor understanding in something. So it's like a child learning that Santa Claus is real after always knowing that Santa Claus is real. And so this may bring up a whole lot of other issues. I remember when you lied to me about the Easter Bunny too. You understand? And so I put it that way because that's small, but it could be something more major. This card right here, what did I say? This is about bringing that Leo energy in. This is the card of Leo. This is this of Wands. This the card of Leo. Is about bringing that energy and that passion into your life, into creating something that is better, something that is more conducive to the life that you truly want to live. For you to be at peace with yourself, and you see out of harmony. And now I want you to see here. We have Pisces, Sagittarius, and Leo. Understand that Pisces rules in that house where it's about our imaginations, our spiritual life, and the area of that kind of growth, the things that we desire from our heart. And Sagittarius is about bringing all of those energies, especially Temperance is about creating balance and harmony with different aspects of ourself and different aspects of the world. So understand that. Because how can one people or one ideal or one something be 100% right? So it's not possible. So we have to bring in balance into our lives, especially if we want relationships. For those of you who want relationships, this is what it is. But having this card of Leo means knowing your worth, standing up for yourself in the sense that I don't have to fight for anything. I don't chase, I attract. But I make clear I'm not a doormat, right? I like that. I don't chase, I attract, but I make clear I'm not a doormat. Hello, okay? So that's like clear boundaries here, okay? Yeah, let me tell you something. We're going to take that off. We have a few decks here that are already pre-shuffled. You get to choose. You can choose between the numbers of 1 and 6. Let me know, and I'm going to pull them down because I'm looking at them. I have so many cards, different sizes, different and the different images give a different. Somebody said 5. You like difficulty and challenges. So your Sagittarius is, hello, Melissa. Wonderful, Melissa is here. I got 5, 6, and I got a 4. Hold on, I'm about to knock stuff all over. Let me get my stuff together. Let me get it together. She knows. That's right. The Sagittarius energy is here. This is about fun. It's about intelligence. It is about growth. It is about expansion. It is sexy, and it is ready to rule. Okay, Elaine. Hello. I'm making a mess thing. I don't want that to be like that. But okay, that's where it is. Let me leave it alone before I make a problem. I'll just have to be conscientious while. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, interesting. Gotta move all of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 5. Okay, 5 is the angel deck. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We know that things are going to be balanced. They're going to be realized. There's going to be understanding. And this is the favorable God. This is the angel tarot. And it reads, divine grace cures rage and pestilence. Absolvity. So very good. In the end, no matter what it is that you're going through, you're going to be in a better and a more satisfying position. Okay, first card out, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is screaming, what? This is a lot. This tells me you've been carrying a lot on you, carrying a lot of responsibility or feeling like you're carrying a lot on you. You may be feeling overburdened. You may be feeling like my life isn't 100% mine, or it's not really where I thought it would be at this time. And in a lot of ways, the Ten of Wands is also a symbol of I've learned a lot of things and I've been through a lot of things, and you may be returning to your roots or to, say, the foundation of your creation with new or developed being. 3, 4 decks. Oh, I see you, Jeanette. I got you. It looks like I'll be reading everything tonight. So with the Ten of Wands, let me pull these other cards. In the next deck, I'm actually going to do the Celtic cross. I don't know, 5 of Swords, very interesting. And I'm going to tell you, this Nana L, this is EIM, and this is God's highest being, the 5 of Swords, desire to know, the acquisition of wisdom. And the 5 of Swords is also about, the 5 of Swords is the card of Aquarius, where Aquarius is saying, I'm going to say what I need to say, but feelings will be hurt. You understand? And in that sense, it's going to be difficult. And it's going to be difficult because now you know things and you feel a certain way. But speaking your truth doesn't mean that's to be harsh. And I think that that's what has happened in today's society, is that people, that being honest means I have to be brutal, I have to be tasteless, or I have to be cruel. And that's not what you have to be. The Five of Swords here is saying somebody has chosen, they woke up that day and they chose violence. Violence with their words. Chose not to withhold, not to hold back in any way. So the hangman is here. And so what happens is, after you've been in this situation, because you've been through it, and then you say these things, now you have a pregnant pause. You're like in a position of self-realization. But you have to look at things and you're like, am I the a-hole? You know how they have this trend going? Am I the a-hole that did this or that? Maybe not. But could I have handled that better? Definitely so, right? Oh, TikTok said some comments in this live were fit to protect the community's experience. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm sick of TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I'm sick of all of this censorship, because if you're on here and if you're older than 18 years old, you should be able to handle it and put a little, right? It's like, come on. All of this censorship, how are we to know what's true when they are filtering everything we say and do? Honestly. That being said, I digress and I move on. The Hierophant shows up, and I love this big Taurus energy. It's the merciful God, Haziel, merciful God. Divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors of the great securest promises. Understand that with this card of the Hierophant, this is also about, it is about commitment, it's about mentorship, it's about therapies. It's also about knowing who's in your tribe, knowing who's on your journey. Because if this is a tour, if this is a class, if this is a situation where you have a group, or if you're planning a relationship with somebody, and the Ten of Wands on top of Hierophant could mean somebody's having difficulties in one of these particular situations. You may be feeling do need a therapist. You're feeling overwhelmed in your marriage, and maybe, you guys are needing help. Maybe you're realizing, because there were some words that were said, there were some difficulties. Let me see the center card. Queen of Wands. Hello, Aries energy, fire energy. I want you to know this. In fire energy, Queen of Wands, this is somebody, and you don't have to be an Aries. You could just be having a hot moment, especially since the Five of Swords and then the Queen of Wands is telling that somebody who is very passionate, very driven, somebody who's very sexy, somebody who knows how to pull themselves together, lost their crap at some moment, at some place in time. And maybe you say to them, maybe you went into your car and you vented, maybe you snapped at somebody else. This is telling me that this is a person who in reality has a lot of power, who's highly intelligent, but feeling very overwhelmed, very frustrated. And I hope you're not lashing out, because it would be the worst thing for you to do, especially now Mercury retrograde, because a lot of things that are communicated are not going to fall the way we want them to fall. So in other words, somebody may be but you telling them that they're a jerk today is going to sound like you're abusing them, as opposed to you're vindicated. Because it's Mercury retrograde, things are kind of, but we have to address them. So we need to be more temperance. Look what I said, we need to be more mindful. And what Sagittarius jumps out, temperance. Temperance literally falling where it fell in the other deck, right here in the last row, in the center of the last row, emphasizing that this is going to bring us through it. So understand that this is about balance. And what's very interesting, the God of joy, and it's about reconciliation, regains the favor of those one has offended. So like this, it says opportunity, because it is this deck, that maybe after all of this stuff in turmoil, there may be an opportunity to have one, if not yourself, but together, to bring harmony and rectify the situation. Wow, we have here Page of Cups. But I tell you, God who rejoices, Page of Cups came out in the other deck up near the top. And the Page of Cups is an opportunity to bring joy, to bring happiness. It says divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. I love that. Page of Cups also says that we get spiritual downloads. We get understanding. We get other things that are driven to us. With the Seven of Swords coming here, very interesting. God nurturing and maintaining everything. This, because it's the angel deck, It's so wonderful. I'm going to pull the next card because you know the Seven of Swords is somebody who tries to get over. Be mindful of anybody who comes into your life and tries to swindle you out of money, or somebody may contact you and say, oh, I have a message for you. DM me. The answer is no. Somebody may be looking for you. They want a relationship with you. They do all your homework on you. They watch all your social media, and they seem to tell you everything you want to hear. They know exactly what it is to do. Be very mindful of that energy because this may be a spirit, right? And of course, you're fabulous. You already know that because at the center of this, you're the Queen of Wands. You've carried a lot of stuff. You've been through a lot of crap. You're not going to fall for the garbage. Here it is, the Chariot. You already know. You got that big boss energy, Chariot, Cancer card. Here it is in your emotions and everything. It is all about your self-care. Yes, it is about you. Michael, who is like God, okay? Me means who? Ha, the God. El, I, okay? Perseverance, success in conflict over adversity. Hello, and then falling underneath the temperance. So whatever has happened in the past, including anybody who thinks they're trying to get over, they're not going to get over. As a matter of fact, if you're in a position where things have gone tragically wrong, you are going to be so strategic that right now the Seven of Swords may be representing you because I see you taking your power back and you may be miscommunicating or not communicating, intentionally keeping people out of your business, and that's a good thing. You understand? Because I have seven of buttress right here across from the temperance card. So in order to keep things in balance, sometimes the less people know, the better off you are, right? Somebody wrote amen to that. There you go. So you can't let, what they say, you can't let your left hand, your right hand is doing. Sometimes you have to make moves in order to keep people from tripping you up. You can't share that information. You know, you've been through it already. Six of Pentacles. Let me see. I'm pull these last four cards. King of Swords, card of Aquarius. This is all about you getting that information out, being truthful, having true people in your life. Somebody who's going to be honest, not concerning themselves with those things. But hopefully, this is not a person that's so full of themselves, because this is also Michael, who is like God over the Emperor, who's over the Chariot as well. But you in your power. But I see this, and this right here says a political authority. We all did politics, a whole bunch of ugly. Truth going to be coming out about a lot of people, and just know that. Gives safe travel and protects against conspiracies. Well, if we have luck to us all. But here we have the Three of Pentacles. I like this because it says Guarding Lamentations. And the Three of Pentacles tells me that, hey, with everything that you've been putting out there and the way that you have your drive, you're going to receive that recognition. It has here, men protects against sorrows and illness. Be careful that you don't have anybody in your life that's constantly just dragging you back. If they're not for you and if they're not productive in your life, they have to go. Here you are, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, what did I tell you? You're a winner. In the end, if you were lacking, you will receive. If you're going from a position where it was difficult for you, but you're struggling, you're going to be in a position where you're going to be able to help others. Absolutely beautiful for those of you who chose 5. There you go. There you go. My, Jeanette is over here in my YouTube, and she chose 4, 3, 4, 3/4, or whatever, 2, 3/4. She went 3 and 4, so I'm going to do 5. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to 4, which is my summer deck, and then we're going to go to 6, which is the... well, that weird looking deck. I be forgetting in the boxes over there somewhere. It's a weird looking deck. Oh my goodness. But wonderful because all of them read a certain way. I'm so thankful, Divine, so thankful for energy, thankful for the truth, thankful for the message. And I let you go over here. We're not reading from you anymore. Let me get number 4. Got 1, 2, 3. And then we have here 4. 4 is the summer deck. Summertime. And we are closing in on the summer, closing the summer. And it reminds me, bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, big Leo energy, taking our moving forward, having protection, knowing what it is that we want. Ending on this deck with the King of Wands is good, absolutely good. First card out, and I said I was going to do the Celtic Cross, right? 7 of Pentacles. What is going on with us? Listen, we all are squirrel just trying to get a nut. This is hard. You're expecting for things to have concluded, maybe expecting more money than you receive. This is a situation where, okay, I see the challenge. I'm just going to put these cards here. I'm going to put them in order like this, and then I'm going to flip them over all at once, and we're going to see what's what, so it can all be a surprise. So I'm not constantly reading as I'm pulling. So 1, 2, and 3, and a 4. All right, and I'm going to put those over there. So let's see. What do we have crossing us, going for us, or our challenges? Oh, my Lord, if the world is the world is the world card. You have been doing so much growth, my people, number 4. And 4 is a foundational number. Understand it is about stability. Right now, everything in your world seems to be up for grabs. You have gone through so much before. You have been through so much before. There's been already a lot of growth. And this is a particularly challenging moment in time. Maybe because the delicate stage of life, where you are, what it is that you desired or expect in your life at this point in time, especially after all the sacrifices that you have already gone through. What have you got going for you? 6 of Swords. You've been through crap. You've made moves before. You've dealt with some adversities that made you have to switch either your mind, your location. You are most likely a parent, or you had to parent someone else. You could have also been in a situation where you had to take orders from somebody else who was calling the shots, but felt like you didn't have the power, but yet you still had the responsibility. If it rings true for you, you let me know. You know, this is what happens. And so it's very, very serious. 9 of Wands. Recent past, you've had to be very strong, even though life has been difficult for you. Things have been thrown your way. You have made some changes that you've had to make in order to make life better for yourself, your family, or whomever. And for a lot of us, it's very much true. We do what we have to do. Most of us don't have a life where we're just all free to do what we want to do, right? And here we are, 10 of Wands above us. What you have going for you is, yes, not only the 9 of Wands that you are a soldier of life, you've been on the front lines. 10 of Wands says, I've carried so much responsibility and burdens, probably your whole life, that you are able to do what's necessary. In the near future, this energy, we don't like this energy. Three of Swords, is in this particular deck, it's not heartache. In this particular deck, it's a feeling of isolation. You're on your own. You may even be in this position already. You may find that this is the case. It's temporary. This feeling of being alone, sometimes it's heartache, sometimes it's disappointment, sometimes just a conflict, because in this particular case where I see somebody who sacrificed so much for other people, it's like, here you are. Do you see the water? You see the sharks in the water? Do you see this? Like, this is supposed to be the life raft, and then you have the how you call it? Can't think. You know, when the fishing rails, you don't have these here, but this would be you above it. This is you looking at your situation, and it's like you can't jump off, you can't jump over, because to jump over, to give up at this point, would have yourself mangled in a mess, and you would be food for the sharks, and you're not going to do that, because you're more intelligent than that. What's going on with you? So, oh my goodness, look at this reading. My gosh, what's going on with you? Big Leo energy. You're fighting for your life. You know what you have to do. You're standing up for yourself, and you are more powerful now, and people don't even understand it. Some people have counted you out, but you've already, this is why. Wow. This is why they don't to help you too. I might be reading this for myself. They don't come to help you because they see you. They don't even understand how you're still so strong. Well, everything that they're watching, even when they talk about you, even the people who counted you out, they're like, how are you still so strong? Yeah, you seem like you want, but you still keep landing on your feet. I thought by now you'd have nothing. I thought by now, after you lost everything else, I thought that you would have given up on life. Oh, I heard that you were going through a hard time, but I'm seeing you and you're looking stronger than ever. I don't understand how this is working out for you. What's going on in your environment? Your home environment, and everything's up in the air. Nothing is 100% solid. There are so many unknowns. Everybody has desires and wishes. What is for you? What is against you? What is really for you right now is the spiritual, because the moon also is elusive, but it says there is still a little bit of light in the darkness. Understand that. In the dark moments of life, there is still a little light. Okay, this is not a good time to ask questions. I just see that somebody put something there. I'm in the middle of doing a reading, okay? Then in this process, and you may get the answer in this reading, in this process, while you're standing up for what it is that you need, the things that are happening for you in the home life or at your job, it's really not certain. It's not 100% certain right now. This is a time when you see all that water, this is a time for manifesting. So it's your time for prayer. It's your time to expand, because you see how the water, there's so much expansion. It's your time to look for opportunities elsewhere. Look, see, listen, it's like you work at McDonald's. Go look for a job at Burger King. I put it like that. You work at Fish and Chips, so go look at Dunkin' Dips. Go look at the other place across the street. It's time to start expanding that. What are you afraid of? Wow. You're afraid to not have any control. You're afraid that you are trapped. You are afraid that somebody else might have control over the ones that you love as well. Some of you are afraid of slipping into old habits and old things. Devil card showed up. That's a lot of deception. You're so afraid that people are lying to you. Capricorn energy. We have Leo, Cancer, Capricorn. We have Libra, we have Aquarius, we have Sagittarius, a lot of Sagittarius. Very important. We have the Scorpion energy, but we have the energy that represents all the fixed signs. Understand the World card represents all fixed signs. And our fixed signs are Taurus, Leo. Who am I missing? I did my Earth, water, in Aquarius, okay? That's fixed energy. So there have been in our life also that we have had no control over our entire life, but we still made a way out of no way, okay? That being said, understand, I like Wands energy. This is really good Sagittarian energy. This is things moving in the direction in which we would like. This is having power. This is having strength. This is also what? Having passion. This is also bringing about happiness. So the results of which, even though it's been difficult, is going to work in your favor. You are going to be able to make moves and have things going. Understand, this is so serious though. The major arcanas here. 3 major arcanas. Major arcanas is the things that we really don't have control over. Everything else is moving. We don't have control over other people. We don't have control over the unknown. We don't. What we do have is the ability to say, in order to make my world change, I will change how I see my world. The moon always represents not only water as an emotion, but spirituality, manifestations, also a change in a woman's development, because we are affected a lot because of the water in our bodies. All human beings are affected, but more so ladies, okay? The devil card represents control, addictions, unhealthy relations. It represents our fears. It represents sometimes paranoia. It represents sternness, materialism, a lot of things of that nature. So there's also that fear that maybe have exactly the money that you want. You understand? These things. You can make anything happen. With that Knight of Wands showing up, I love to see that, because that means you're going to make the best out of anything and everything that comes your way. And that's what we know about our Sagittarians. It's like, okay, it's been like that, and I could be angry about it, but then I'm going to use that energy to make something else out of it. Let me see. And Knight of Cups came. New love, new happiness jumped out. New happiness jumped out. And Four of Swords. Four of Swords, this is the card of Libra at peace. I think that things are really going to turn around good for you with this fourth deck. Wow. Oh, I got to hurry up over here. You guys are TikTok. This device is dying. Let me hurry up and get you guys number 6. You guys chose 5 and 6 over there. Let me put this one over here. And let me get number 6. This is that deck I told you it's kind of open. Look at this. Queen of Pentacles, hello. Queen of Pentacles, we like that Taurus energy as the outcome, right? Just thank the divine for that last reading. No, when you see the Queen of Pentacles, that is my girl that's grounded. She got her crap together. Her house is good. Everything in her house is of great value. There is good home-cooked meals in there. I mean, stew, hearty stew. I mean, good stuff that make your belly feel, that puts you to sleep, okay? This is somebody that knows how to live well, enjoys their life, okay? They may not have the flashiest things, okay, like the wands, but what they have is always going to be of quality. This is a home go-to that you always feel at home. They're generally clean, but they don't have to be the cleanest, but they definitely have the best of whatever it is that they have. And when these people are caring, oh wow, do they care, and so loving. Great parents as well. Queen of Swords, on top of that, it ends with a queen and it starts with a queen. I want you to know right now that you already know. With the Queen of Swords popping up, this is the embodiment of justice. You know exactly what it is that you want. You speak clearly on what it is that you speak clearly on. You take care of yourself. You may love others, but you are what? Take no prisoners. Do you see that? What is that on the end of the sword? What is that on the end of the sword? Hello? Don't make me cut you out of my life. Oh my goodness. Seven of Pentacles. Let me tell you, some of you have a harvest coming up and you're willing to do whatever is necessary. New love is also coming. Listen, you're working enough. You're doing what you have to do in order to make things happen. You're expecting to receive your harvest, but you're not trying too hard because you're out here trying to enjoy life, and literally you are attracting a new love into your life. And I do say attracting because you see we're all facing this way, but the Ace of Cups is coming this way. It's coming to you. Everything about your life, everything about what it is, your essence is attracting love and truthfulness to you. The Ace of Cups is my Psalm 23 card. For those of you who don't know, you can look it up. Okay, that means you have gone through some great difficulty. You've had a lot of experience. You've had a lot of letdowns. But in the end, you're going to receive exactly what it is that you want. Just say, what? Am I saying it as I'm pulling it? The divine is just showing me the Justice card. This is the Queen of Swords. He is the embodiment of what? The Justice card. Things are going to work out in your favor, okay? Karma is here. Karma is here. And you have to be righteous, though, to receive it. Oh, my goodness. 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, safety, a family coming together, communication that is clear, loving environment. Hello? Hello? Do you see this? Let me say, do you see this 10 of Cups? These some ugly cards. I love it. Look, I love them. I'm sorry to keep commenting on them. I love them. We are celebrating, hello, with this amount of happiness. I know there got to be money involved. And I'm just saying because, not for nothing. We like to get good news. I mean, there's a lot of good news. There's people coming together and celebrating. There's a news of a new marriage, baby, something that's bringing great happiness. Everybody thought they were going to be homeless, but the money's looking better than we thought. Ace of Cups is here. So all of your enemies are there. They've been working hard for you, and bam, look, they got to watch you be happy. They got to watch you have a nice life. You know they have to watch you. Not because you're paying attention to them, but because you're a star already, so you have haters. And if you live in your life being the star that you're supposed to be, there are always people who are amazing. Understand that? Okay, you know it, right? And here we have the Queen of Wands. Queens everywhere. I say the Queen of Wands, I think you are living your best life. You are a trailblazer. You are happy. You are fiery. You are receptive. And yet you are headstrong and you are smart. You know what to do and you know how to do it to maintain and create an environment that is happy, that is jumping, that is popping. Knight of Swords is coming in, energy coming into you. What is that going to bring about? Big energy. What? World changing energy. Oh my goodness. This number 6. This is number 6. Number 6 in number 6. Let me pull out my card from over here. This number 6 is Tiferet. Look at this. Tiferet is beauty. Do you see the number 6? Number 6 right there. Number 6. Number 6. You see what it's ruled by? Number 6 is ruled by what planet? That's the sun. Do you see that? Sun. There's big changes. You chose number 6, and number 6 is seriously fantastic. Number 5 is all about growth and everything, and it's difficult, but all of these readings are beautiful readings. But this is freaking awesome. Are you kidding me? So even if I were to read this as a Celtic cross, I want you to know, because this would have been it. That would have been a challenge. That would have been what you've gone through before. This is what recently you done with justice. You would have had this crowning you. The outcome would have been joy. You just can't lose because you went in. This is you. You fired, feisty. What's here is a lot of communication, fast, rapid communication. Things you're concerned about. What is the future going to hold for you? That's none of your business. But let me see. I'm going to pull the 3 cards anyway, so we're going to see. What is it? In the end, the truth is going to be said, is going to be spoken. There's going to be an opportunity for growth, planning to move, or you may want to make a move. Okay, so you're going to decide about that. The moon card here, things that are uncertain. So these are the things that you're contemplating in the near future. Where is it and what is it that you want? With the moon, I think that you're going to be more emotionally invested in your life as opposed to just finances, because I see a lot of that work out together. I see spiritual growth, understanding, coming into the full knowledge of oneself. What you didn't see coming at the bottom of the deck of these cards was the Queen of Pentacles, the card, and What is it? Growth. Five of Wands. So you have some challenges, but in those challenges, you see direction, you have hope, you have understanding. And the Queen of Pentacles is going to lead you to having great stability. Queen of Pentacles energy also, you need to know, is also about having financial stability, having security in one's home. So you have to be very smart. But you're starting out what? Being smarter than ever. Because the Queen of Swords doesn't play that. Hello. She doesn't play that. And the card before that one, just so you know, is the card of victory. And because you're victorious, this is why you're battle for your life. It's to maintain the power. It's to maintain the position that you put yourself in, because there's always growth for you. This is beautiful, major Aquarius. Major, major, major. Your majors are the Star, the World card. All queens have shown up here pretty much. The Moon card. We have the Moon, the Star. See, all of these are absolutely beautiful. We have Justice. Look at this. Major, these are the things that would be hidden. You have all of this. Major Arcana. You have Justice, the World, the Star, and the Moon. And the Moon is always going to be there for all of us at some point, because the Moon is about the things that are unknown, or revealing things in the darkness. Always being aware of this delicate balance. Okay? That being said, anybody asking about anybody dating or anything of that sort, the issue I have with pulling cards about that is because we are in the Mercury retrograde, and something can be true today and not true tomorrow. Something can be true now and not true 5 minutes from now. So everything that's happening right now as far as relationships go, it's a matter of you deciding what you want, living in your power. Even from all of these readings that I have, you have power in your life. Choosing how you want to handle it, communicating clearly. And sometimes communicating clearly means to shut your mouth and watch. You need to watch and see if other people are saying what they mean, if their actions are aligned with the things that they say. And if you're in a situation where someone has betrayed you, the first card in this reading was the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords knows her worth. And even though things are difficult to her, she'll cut somebody out of her life with a quickness. Do you see her? She is not for the games. Okay? She's like, better play in traffic than to play with her. All right? So you move with that Queen of Swords, that Queen of Wands energy. Know that you are fierce and fabulous. With that Queen of Pentacles energy, know that you're creating your own stability. You have a right to this. This right here. The Ten of Cups, which is happiness, true happiness. You have a right to have people in your life that celebrate you, people in your life that love you, and you should have people in your life that you love. And if you don't love and celebrate them, you don't belong there. Okay. That's it, and that's all. And if you want to hear a fake read, somebody tells you what you want to hear, that's not going to be over here, okay? I don't, and people get private readings from me, my people, they can tell you, I'm not that one. I always give as honest reading as possible. I'm never going to tell you stuff just because you want to hear it, or because, oh, if I tell everybody every single time you're going to be rich, people will just keep listening to me tell them the same thing over and over and over again. And you can be rich, but you're not going to get behind. You might get rich if you buy a lottery ticket. You might get rich if you work and save every dime. You may have a whole lot to retire with if you manage to invest, but don't invest everything. Save some, spend some. If you invest actually into your future, investing into your future. If you live in the States or any place else, I don't know. You might want to get yourself a little bit of land and build yourself a mini house on it, and maybe you always have some place to live. And depending on where if you live here in the United States of America, you can pay off your whole house, and then they can wake up one day and they tell you got to pay X amount of thousands of dollars in taxes. So that was 6, that was 5. I read 4, and now I have to read 3. And 3, like big deck right here. This is 3. This is that big deck. This is very similar. This is the Essential Tarot, I think it is. I'm looking at the box right here. I think that's this one. And do we want to do Celtic Cross or? That's right. You're gonna win. You can't. But like, I love how she would. I can't not win. Hello. And in that case, we always win, especially when it looks like we're losing. 2 of Pentacles is showing us in our best. I'm going to do the Celtic Cross on this. What is crossing us? Wow. Is it? I think it's timing with shooting that shot. This is the card of Sagittarius. I'm gonna pull this down, pull this here, pull this here, and pull this here. Oh, and for you guys, you know, today was Sunday. I didn't have anybody with me, but I made homemade macaroni and cheese. I used 4 different types of cheese. I should not have done all that. I am not lactose intolerant though, oddly enough. But it was good, and I ate 2 big bowls of it. So my hips are gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be trying to get myself out the door. Okay, I had Parmesan cheese, pepper jack cheese. That's the one with the jalapenos. I had white cheddar, sharp cheese, and I had American cheese. I put all of it was. I use no flour and any of that to thicken it. I use no thickener. I use a little cup of milk, like about a cup of milk. And then I put all the cheese in there, and I was melting and stirring. And so, it was the cheesiest of cheese. And I used the little mini shells as opposed to macaroni noodles. Oh, next time you must come and visit me, right? Thank you for all the likes. I love you guys. Here we go. 2 of Pentacles. This is us. We getting it balanced. Some over here, Capricorn energy, Capricorn Sagittarian energy crossing that. So in our power, the issue that we have, a lot of it is that a lot of us really feel like we must have control. We're having difficulty maintaining certain things or keeping things in balance. We might have either too much control, too little control, or while we're doing it, we're not enjoying life enough. So we really do need to shoot our shot. And it's not only about having things done. I smell somebody cooking. It's not me, right? I just have to double check something. Hold on, I need to get water. I need to get my water. And did you guys have your water? Did you do your water for full moon, new moon rituals, full moon rituals? Yes, I need to get a little water because I'm talking a lot. What has been going on with us? In the past, we have been feeling like this. 9 of Wands. We have had to be that soldier. We have really had to be that tough one. We've been on the wall. We've gone through a whole lot. We've been beat up and battered, and yet still so much more expected of us. Some of you are really dealing with a lot of issues. Some of them are self-created, but a lot of them it's just like kicking our butt, right? It just feels like a lot of challenges. And you've been dealing with that for a long time. Some of you have been dealing with this since 2008, and it's been off and on, off and on. Okay? Like I said, a lot of people, the lovers, somebody got a lover? I don't mean to be in your business, okay? But, in the recent past, you may have tried to start a relationship, or you've been dealing with some issues with your siblings in your neighborhood. Could have been something of that nature going on as well. Let me see, because what's on your mind? Death. Death. You have a lot of concerns. There's a lot of things in your life that you had to let go, right? Maybe even concerned about somebody who's passed away. You may have even had, even myself, I'm a widow. I had a spouse that died. So you may have had somebody who's close to you, a sibling, or somebody you love, somebody who's close to you, a sibling, a neighbor. And it could have been your lover, your spouse who have passed away, or your relationship could be over. Knight of Wands is you getting your passion back. This is the card of Sagittarius, and this is the card of Sagittarius. In the near future, you're going to have an opportunity to take advantage of life, to shoot your shot, to create your joy, happiness. This is what's going to be happening here. Oh, I need to hurry up. I'm really running out. You guys are going to die off on me over here on the TikTok. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, it's going to feel like you're carrying, so be 100% honest. What you're going through right now with the 4 of Wands is that you are creating something stable. You really are a stable person. In other words, you are the shit. You are really that. You really are a person. In your life right now, you have enough. You know what? It may feel tight. It may not be 100% what you want, but you actually do have enough. And if you think you don't have enough, more to you in the home, in your home life, all right? And I understand that some of you are transitioning. I think somebody is in transitioning housing or something of that nature. You are get a call. Are you going to be thrilled about that call? No. You're really concerned about not having everything that you wanted. You're concerned about what people have said, and those things are worrying you to such a degree that it's creating some disruption. Don't allow other people to construct condos in your head. In other words, don't allow other people's thoughts, ideas, and feelings rent-free in your life or in your head. Do something different. You really have to do something different. And the reality is, moving forward, You're afraid of what they're saying. You're of how you're being perceived. It's not really that important. But in the end, you are going to be carrying more. You're going to be carrying more. With this snake, it's also a sign of health to me with the caduceus. I want you to know that the reason you're being given more is because you can handle it. And you have to handle it because it's going to lead to something else for you. Let's pull the next 3 cards. I didn't mean to pull that. I didn't mean to pull that either. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. 10 of Cups. What did I say? The 10 of Wands. Once you carry that, it's going to bring you joy. You get recognition. You're getting love. Ace of Wands is new opportunity. Maybe a new lover. Maybe a new child. Something that's going to give you great potential. Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The reason you're going through everything that you're going to be going through is so that you can get the recognition and the love and the desires that you want. As a matter of fact, for those of you who are going through something that's very humiliating, this is a great time to do a TikTok about it. This is a great time to do a YouTube about it. You know why? Because you are not alone. Hello, you are not alone. You're going to find that more people relate, more people understand. They're going to respect you. They're going to understand you, and that may also be your way in order to make your way out of a financial stronghold. You are not alone. Hello, guys. You guys over here in the TikTok. I'm about to go off because this device is actually about, I have like no battery left. Okay, I have 1% battery. And that being said, I would love to continue to talk to you over here. And for those of you who don't know, check my, what do you call it? Check my, follow me on the YouTube, because at the same time I'm live in YouTube, and it's so interesting because I'm not consistent enough. That's my fault, but I'm going to get better because that's my job, to reach out. Jeanette, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You stay with me here the whole time. I appreciate you. I love you. Jeanette, she's in my group on the Facebook. I do have a private group. And she's on the YouTube. So guys, follow me on the YouTube. Or if you can come over to the YouTube. I have a couple more minutes. But here on the TikTok, I actually have to go. All right. Naeem Akram, thank you. Raquel, oh, look, it died. It literally, bam, died. I was like, it literally died. So here we are. I absolutely love you, Jeanette. I didn't even get to close out the way. I did warn them, right? I said, we're going. But I'm going to pull from another deck. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to do a closing read because you got to have a bonus that's different, something that's going to be special. I'm going to make it worth it, right? Come over here to the YouTube. So we're going to do a special. I'm going to pull a couple of oracles as well. I did discuss a little bit of the struggle we're dealing with right now, all the way through September 9th, officially, Mercury's in retrograde, and also Pluto's in retrograde, currently in Aquarius, going to make its way back into Capricorn, which is going to present itself some other kind of difficult energies. However, every single day, we have ability to not only be aware, things are going to start to pick up. The Hangman is about pause, but things are going to start to pick up. We have a clear understanding. Things are going to change. We're about to get out of this energy of things being stagnant. And I know that things are not moving you're staying, thank you. Things are not moving the way that we would really like for them to move right now. It's like things are taking longer than seen prior, right? Like there's been like a few little hiccups, and I don't know if that's been for you. It's been that way for me. It's like some things got thrown off. Everything went off by a few weeks. You know, at least a few days in some situations, by a few weeks in others. Bottom of the deck is 2 of Cups, and 2 of Cups is about relationship. It's about love. It's about connecting, right? So I like that. On this, I want to do my basic 4x3. I think 4x3 or 4x4. So here we have the Strength card, and this strength the strength that's being presented here with this card of Leo, I think is about not only our inner strength, but about the power that we exercise in our life, right? The power over ourselves and our situations that we exercise in life. And it's going to be very important. Look at this. 3 of Cups. In that power, we're creating our joy. And this is so wild. The Strength card, Major Arcana Leo energy. 3 of Cups. This is cardinal energy. This is Cancer. This is us initiating knowing this is us coming together, also celebrating. Four of Wands, we got the Aries, also another cardinal. This is very strong, very fixed energy here. We've done the work. We know who we are. Here we have room for celebration. There's a call to celebrate. We're excited about life. And then here with the Four of Wands, this is about us having stability. So this may be new marriage, this may be business, this is a coming together, maybe family coming together, actually creating something, having more security. I absolutely love that. Here's the fourth card here, Ace of Swords, getting understanding, clarity, and communication. So this is really good. This is really, really good. So this is good news, understanding something from the divine, something more. Six of Coins, having balance in our finances and in our life, knowing exactly what it is that we want and being able to create that. No longer being in a position where things are less than we desire, a position of struggling or feeling like one is out, having purpose and knowing what that is. Knight of Swords is the energy that is on us, that play out. And I would say with that, we're getting information, and as the information is coming in, we're pressing ourselves to make a change. Our inner dialogue has changed, the communication between ourselves and our inner self has changed. And I think that's very important because, see, Knight of Swords means information that comes in quickly, but it's coming to us directly. So I think that either through our prayers, our manifestation, and our dreams and our thoughts, things will be coming to us, and we need to move on those things in a way that is affirmative, in the positive, okay? Also, if you're getting any headways or anything that's telling you to be careful, do remember to be careful. Protect yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Like about this deck also because it tells me that the coins is a six. Teferet, the Knight of Swords is related to Teferet as well. So this is about living in that beauty and having that understanding. There's a clarity and understanding that's coming through. We're living in a powerful position here. This is not like our way where it's a struggle. Fives are always a struggle, right? It's not an early stage, but it is something that's developed past that stage of learning to actually becoming and creating. Temperance here also is known. Temperance is on the path between your sword. So this is on the path between what is beautiful beyond our imagination and what it is that we can see coming. And that's what it's telling, because your sword in the Hebrew means foundation. And the foundation is like looking up into the sky and seeing the moon and seeing the stars. This is coming closer to us than we have imagined. It reads here on this particular transmutation. So there's a change in the things that we do and how we do them, and sometimes even in our desires. We are creating more joy through the different ways that we think and communicate. Yes, lots of delays in my life. Yeah, you see this? This is me too. This is what's been going on. By the way, it's kind of good. It's like, okay, thank you, God. Ten of Swords, I pulled it out upside down. Look at that. We are releasing people, places, and things out to destroy us. The divine is saying they no longer have power over you. This is beautiful when you live in a place, in a space where the thoughts and the things that other people say don't have power over you. Ace of Swords underneath the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is absolutely beautiful. And then we have here the Chariot. The Chariot in the first row, after Strength, Six of Coins in the Chariot, it is because things that we have sacrificed and the things that we have gone through. I put us in a point where we didn't realize we were going to be, that allows us to realize that we may have thought before, we realize it. So it's no longer living in the faith, but in the actual position of making change, that we take full control over our life and we guide things in the direction in which we want them to go, pretty much guaranteeing that we are going to come out on top of the situation. Whatever's happening is what's happening in my favor, right? Three of Swords. Through this right here, Six of Coins, why do we have sorrow? Why do we have conflict? Why do we have a disturbance? Let's see, because I don't understand. There's a sacrifice. We're making sacrifices. Our world is never going to be the same. Do you see this? This is, I think, what I was talking about with the haters, because this is all the way here in the fourth row, which the divine wants us to know. The things that used to bother us and the losses that used to seem so great are not going to seem as great because the World card is here. It's like you have to, in order to make this change in your life, you're going to have to leave behind so many people, places, and things of the past. The people you used to love are going to. This happens all the time, but why is it happening now? It's like right before the big payoff or something, because the world card, we have that right before that, and we're going to have true balance, illuminating intelligence. This is the card of Capricorn, having a greater understanding. In our fourth row, which is the extra row I have here, we have Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Two of Coins. It's until we reach a point where other people's thoughts, ideas, ideals, and their values that they put on us, when they don't matter anymore, is when we will have true balance within ourselves on a regular basis. Because all minor arcana are not just temporal, but it's like ongoing themes. Like this is every single day. Your life becomes easier and you have more peace when you no longer are considering the thoughts, ideas, and values of the people. You understand? So that's that. I really need to get my nails painted or something. I don't want to paint them because if I paint them, then they'll start chipping and I have to mess with the time. In result, we have the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, and let's see what's going on here. Two of Cups is under all of this, under the Two of Coins. Just know we have the Two of Cups. You want to have balance in life, your emotions, and everything. Four of Cups here underneath the World card is going to leave you in a position where you're going to really be thinking about things. And it may not be as exciting, the outcome, even though you think about it. It's like you think the whole time, if I have this house, if I have this job, or if I have this relationship, I'm going to be happy. And after all of that, and you moved away from that, or you got the better position, you change your life, you're going to be in a position where you're going to be assessing it. Four of Cups is usually a cup of somewhat melancholy. However, in the Chesed, which is merciful, it's just going to be a position of other growth, other thinking, of pondering, I should say. Three of Wands, you may have even moved, you may have decided to move. Knight of Coins. You've created stability for the benefit of finances or something. You've made a change in your life. You could have moved, or you could have sent for someone or brought somebody into a situation. This person could be headstrong. They don't have to be, but they are an Aries or have a strong Aries type of placement. A bit fiery. Knight of Coins is somebody who's more stable and more set in their how you say it? Knight of Coins, somebody who's more Virgo. Somebody who's more analytical, reliable, consistent, and driven. And the one person who has all of this, they could be all of that. And there could be an internal battle going on. And this person actually could be you. And emotionally trying to bring everything together, create this happiness. And the reality is that you can have anything that you want. Some of you are going to have this much later in life. Some of you are creating this in real time. But do you see this? These are the cards that come at the end. The divine wants you to know that everything is going to be revealed to you. You're going to understand or not even care about what people said about you. And once you arrive at that point, that's where you're going to be able to create this true balance and have true love and understanding in your life. You're going to be open to receive it. And you're going to be really in a good place. And on this note, I am going to say, ciao for now. I love you. I wish you peace in your land, harmony in your home, love in your life. May you go out and create the world that you desire. Mwah. Ciao for now. Thank you, Janae.